one learning? I mean, is it, you keep referring to the kind of gift culture and the shareability of this particular domain, that in that sense immediately puts you in an opposing position to mainstream commercial culture. Is that where the criticality comes? Where is the space of criticality in the discourse in this world?
So the question is, where's the locus of criticality in maker culture and in making and hacking? I actually think that the space between making and hacking is exactly that spectrum along which some of that lies. I think that if you went to the Maker Faire, you'd probably be nauseated by the degree of sort of pointless techno-optimism and sort of general sort of like fascination with gewgaws and new potential, and without sort of this kind of social context and critical awareness. But what kinds of criticality do exist? First of all, yes, certainly part of the maker movement itself is about the democratization of making. You know, at the basic level, it's the idea that you can learn to do stuff. Of course, even this people have found a way to commoditize. You can buy the Arduino, you can buy the various kinds of kits, and it is still a leg up. And even the idea that you can learn to do this, or that you can go to a hackerspace and meet other people who are doing this, or you'll find a handful of professors at your university who are creating hacker-like spaces where you can learn to do these kinds of things. It does require a different kind of educational system. It requires a different way of teaching these kinds of things. It can be done in a university, of course, or outside of it. So right from the beginning, I think one locus of criticality is just the mere fact of saying, you know what, one person can design a mobile phone. And a mobile phone doesn't have to be something that you get and it's this kind of impenetrable Horcrux, right? This is made by geniuses or something like that in California. So that's first part of it. I think one can then widen that to a wide variety of lefty and righty politics. I think that the kinds of work that I'm showing that are coming out of the Free Art and Technology Lab are attempts to sort of give little digs, and maybe slightly protected digs, but little digs at copyright culture about seemingly inane restrictions through law, on things like our ability to manipulate and reappropriate media. The Critical Making book, which I mentioned is in the library, gives a really amazing overview. This is by Garnet Hertz, the editor. Amazing overview of critical practices now in making culture and hacking culture. And it includes contributions from folks like Natalie Jeremijenko and Mackenzie Wark and so many others who are thinking about how one can make things that address the mass culture.